So there's this viral video of this Uber driver who took some McDonald's to this employee at a medical facility. And apparently the young lady who worked there called Uber and said, "Oh, I didn't get my food." Well, when people do that, Uber drivers get a violation. A lot of times they can have their account deactivated. So the Uber driver goes back and confronts her on camera. Now, crazy part is, as she's confronting her, there's the big ass McDonald's cup right there in the video. So she asked her, why did you tell Uber you didn't get your food? Well, this heifer has the nerve to say, I'm at work right now. The fuck? She was at work when she brought you your food. Well, anyway, she continues to ask her about this. She's nonchalant, didn't offer an apology. Was just like, look, I'm at work. I'm not dealing with that. So the young lady who drove for Uber asked for her manager. My manager's not here. She said, well, I want to see someone over you. They're in the room with the patient. Well, the Uber driver didn't let it go. She eventually did speak with the doctor, the owner of the practice, and the young lady lost her job. They fired her because, first of all, she was untruthful. She lied. Number two, she was bringing all this negative feedback to their place of business. And the facility, which was Hillsborough Medical, they came out immediately and issued a statement and said they did not agree with the behavior. That is why she was fired. They had nothing to do with it. And I applaud them because, they came out immediately and was like, not us. We don't play that. But she lost her job. She was fired. And I couldn't help but wonder, watching that young lady, watching the nonchalantness of that video, I couldn't help but wonder, has she been acting like that her whole life? See, the behavior gave off she was the type of child who would steal from other people, and the mama and daddy might have thought it was funny. There was no consequences. Nobody really cared because, see, when she was stealing, it didn't affect them. But see, when people don't understand those behaviors, like I've told you before, as children, oh no, they just get worse as adults. And because she probably was not held accountable for her behavior as a child, she assumed that was the same thing that was going to happen as an adult. And she fucked around and found out today. Because, see, there was never a time one of my children could have brought something in my home that I knowingly knew that they had taken from somebody else. Oh, no, the fuck not. That would have been given back and I would have tore their asses up. You hear me? That is consequences. And now she has lost her whole job behind a fucking $5 McDonald's meal. Now you don't have a job. Now you're viral on the internet. Now nobody is going to want to hire you, all because you wanted to fucking steal. Was it worth it? This is why I tell you, parents, everything your children do as children, baby, it's going to get 10 times worse as adults if you don't correct that behavior. Children have to have consequences, and they have to know how their behavior will affect them in the real world. And what happened? You stole. You stole from Uber, from this driver who was trying to make an honest living. You stole from them, and what happened? You lost your job. Because, see, a lot of times your actions do affect those of other people. That is why your children have to know things like this when they are young. Because if that behavior is left unattended to, oh, baby, it's going to fester and grow. And that is exactly what it looks like happened in this video. She was so nonchalant, baby, I couldn't even take it. I'm just happy that there was some consequences enforced in her life on this day. Good day.